So I told you guys that I was gonna vlog over the weekend, and then I kind of didn't because I was doing other stuff like trying to shoot things with a gun, and I didn't do that either because I didn't see anything. Number one world's greatest hunter right here. It's been 6 years since I've gone hunting. I'm 25, so that would have put me at 19. Yeah. I was 19 years old the last time I went hunting, which is not to say that you forget anything in that amount of time, but it's just one of those things where it was a little different, having to wake up and crack ass of dawn. On top of that, we didn't even get down to our cabin. It's like 3 hours away, me and a buddy and his girlfriend, and we got down to our cabin, and it's not even a cabin, it's a fucking house. But it's down south, it's a fucking cabin, okay? But anyways, we got down south at 3 in the morning, because by the time we left and we had to stop at Walmart and buy our tags and stuff, it was pretty late. It was like 12 o'clock by the time we ever actually got to leave. But, so we got down there at about 3 in the morning, and then we stayed up and drank a beer and just mainly, I think every person drank one beer. And then we were planning on drinking more, but just only drank one beer. And then, so then we went on, and then we laid down, and it was like an hour later, so that would have put us at about 4 in the morning, and we had alarm set for 6:30. And, I mean, I doubt I slept for an hour before the alarm went off. And then I crawled all the way through a bunch of prickers and briars for about an hour, found a nice bedding area, flopped my ass down, paid attention until about 9 o'clock, and I fell asleep. And I woke up to hearing everybody yelling my name because it's pouring down rain, and I wake up soaking wet, and yeah. So, luckily, I'd only slept for about 30 minutes by the time I got back up, But yeah, and then it fucking poured its ass off all day, and so we never went hunting. But instead, we created videos of trying to create a fire with a bow and a drill. So not like a bow. Hold on, the phone is currently balanced on my laptop, and the laptop was tipping, so I had to slide forward so it wouldn't tip. I could show you with my hands. Not like a bow, an arrow bow, and not a drill like a... No, it's like... It looked like a bow and arrow bow. It's a raised stick that's kind of curved, and you put a tight string to that, and then you get a stick, and preferably a decent-sized stick, one you can control, and there's a decent length. And then you stick that inside the string, and you wrap it so the string wraps around it. And then what you do is you hold the top of the stick down into a piece of wood, and you take the bow, and you go back and forth, just over and over and over again. And in a matter of no time, you get a bunch of smoke, and then if you're lucky, you get fire. Whenever we're down south, we do like survival weekends, which, I don't know, most people might just make fun of us for it, but we like having the ability to pretend to survive and have the ability to fall back into a house or fall back to food and stuff like that is obviously the best part. But when survival happens, you're not going to have that ability. You're not going to have that ability to, like, just plan ahead and be like, hey, guess what? We know how to make a bow and drill and how to start a fire that way because we're just smart. Like, no, you need practice. And so that's what we did. We spent about 3 hours of just going. We'd never done one before. So you start with the beginning of what you think's going to work, and you find out that doesn't work, and you find out what needs to be fixed to solve it. And then, and it's just a so on and so forth process. And then the next time you do it, you find out, okay, that worked, but now this is not right. And you just do it until you get fired. Now, unfortunately, spoiler alert, we didn't start a fire because I actually ended up getting a really nasty migraine and falling asleep for like an hour, and then we just left because it was like I said, it was raining, and we were leaving Saturday night anyways. We were only going to be there for a couple more hours, and then we just decided that since I had a migraine and I had just woken up, that it'd probably be best if we just headed back north. And drove another 3 hours, and I passed out in the car for like 45 minutes, and then I woke up. I was fine, so thank God. But I think it was just a lack of sleep thing that kept me awake, or that was like me trying to keep myself awake is why I had the headache. But mainly, so I'm gonna have to hopefully keep this short and not keep fucking talking like I do. But I'm going to post, I have 2 videos that I did make while we were down there of trying to make the bow drill. First one's like right when we started, like we were still making most of the pieces. That's why, like, when you watch the video, obviously it's like it shows us attempting it, and then it will show us attempting it again, and it's in that in-between stage that we're obviously doing this and doing that, and, you know, maybe, I don't know if people really cared. We should have probably told what we were doing, but, you know, we were just doing it for shits and giggles, and obviously I had the full intent on posting it to YouTube, and they knew that, but, so yeah, so they're going to post both of those videos probably tomorrow, but the only other thing that really happened in the last 2 days or so is yesterday. Today's Monday, so, and also, technically I would have recorded on lunch, so this video would already be up, but today was a weird day, so I just kind of skipped it on purpose, because at that time I just didn't feel like doing it, to be honest, but now I do, so here we are. So, but the real cool thing about yesterday was, I had this, like, chunk of tooth that was in the back of my mouth, and it's been there from, like, day one. And, like, I've had chunks, and I've talked about in videos about having these chunks of teeth that slowly push their way to the surface. And they hurt for a while when they're festering through, but once they're poked through, they don't hurt. They're just a pain in the ass because they hurt if you push on them or if the denture pushes on them. But besides that, I mean, they just sit there, and it's just a matter of fact of the time of when your mouth is ready to eject it, or something grazes across it and pulls it out, whatever. But I remembered when I went the first time and I showed them the pieces, and I was like worried because I didn't know what they were, and they explained to the woman, just took her finger and just pushed on my gum, and these things popped right out, kind of like a zit. It's kind of gross, but, well, to compare it to a zit, because if it was a zit in my mouth, that would be really gross. But no, it's obviously not that gross, and no blood comes with it. It's just a piece of tooth that comes out, a real small sliver of tooth. And so I had this big chunk in the back of my mouth, and like the inside toward the back. And it's to the point that for the whole last 3 months now, my tongue's been fixated on. Push my bottom denture up, and my tongue will just sit there and rub on that spot. Because, like, like I said, it doesn't hurt, but, like, it's still obviously something pokey sticking out of my gums, so it annoys the shit out of me. And so last night, I was just sitting here, and I was just thinking to myself, like, I was rubbing with my tongue, and I was just thinking to myself, like, I've never actually tried to push on it. I wonder if I pushed on it, if it would come out. And literally, the smallest hit my finger, and that thing went pop, popped right out. Now, it was like this fucking big. I'm not going to lie. It's hard to kind of compare via the camera, but this is like a 1/4 inch gap. My finger can almost fit in there, my dirty-ass finger. Yeah, so it was actually pretty big. I could feel it sliding from, like, deep down in as I pushed it. I was like, what the fuck? I thought I was pulling something out, or maybe they forgot a root, and it was just, like, what was left of the root, but when it came out, it was a real small sliver, so it could have been part of the root, but, I'm just meaning, like, I don't really fucking know what it was. And, yeah, so that was pretty much all that happened yesterday. That was exciting. And actually, I think it was the last one. I think I have no more chunks of tooth in my mouth, which I probably just jinxed myself. In like 3 days, 8 more are going to surface, but no, for real. I mean, like I said, most of them came from the beginning, and then they'd still been in my mouth for just long periods of time, but now it's to the point that, like, I haven't had any come up in, like, a month, so, like, hopefully it stays that way. But honestly, the second thing that I'm most impressed with is the fact that I have 2 recordings on my phone right now that are about, one's 8 minutes, and then one's like 10 minutes. And this recording is just hitting 10 right. Yeah. So it's at 10 minutes exactly right now. And it's just kind of ironic that I couldn't even record 2, like, 8-minute videos without my phone being like, yeah, we're out of room. So, yeah, I'm just going to end this here so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate your faces. Like I said, I'm sorry I never vlog on the weekends, but usually I'm super fucking busy, or I just play video games all day, and it's like, you know, what am I... Hey, guys, I woke up this morning, I started playing Minecraft. I played Minecraft for like 8 hours, and then I ate some food, and then I played Call of Duty Zombies for another 4 hours, and then I played whatever, Destiny. I mean, like, you know, it's just like, exciting, whoa, I have no fucking life. So, yeah, so thanks for watching. I appreciate your faces. I technically will post these videos from the weekend, but I didn't create them as a vlog, like, hey, look at me, I'm going to vlog what I'm doing down here. It's just a simple, you don't even see... You see Mike. Mike's the main character in these videos. I think you see my face a few times, and that's it. So I hope you enjoy those. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy my channel. If you do, a liking would be appreciated. It would let me know that somebody out there actually cares about me. And until next time, my amigos. Actually, guess what? I'll see you tomorrow!